Hello students, today in this session of grammar we are going to start with a new chapter, that is lesson number 5, verbs. Now verbs we have already learned in lower classes. Okay, what do you know about verbs? Yes, Chirag?
Verbs are action words.
Action words, very good. Example.
If I am sitting, that one also a verb. If I
Okay, like dancing, then
singing,
Singing.
playing,
writing, reading, and so on. In short, the actions are known as verbs. Right? Verbs are of many types. Yes or no?
Yes.
Verbs are of many types. So today we are going to learn about two types of verb, that is transitive verb and intransitive verb. What we are going to learn about? Transitive, intransitive. Okay. Now transitive verb are those who have object in the sentence. What they have?
Object.
It means it always has the object. For example, Ram is playing with ball. With ball. So here ball is there.
Yes.
Ball is the object. So this playing will be which type of verb? Transitive verb. Okay, because it has object. Now if second one, Ram is crying. Is there any object in this verb? In this sentence? Is there any object? So this crying will be which verb? Intransitive. Intransitive verbs are without object. They don't need any object in the sentence. This much is clear to you? Right? Now there is one small exercise related to transitive verb and intransitive verb. So we can easily solve it, right? Because it's very simple. So question number A. Underline the verbs in this sentence. State whether they are transitive or intransitive. Circle the object of the verb if it is transitive. If it is transitive, we have to circle the object as well. Okay, students, clear? Now, we will start with the question, that is transitive or intransitive verb. He has gone back home. Okay, why? Stand up. There is object in the sentence or no? Okay, tell me, transitive or intransitive?
Transitive.
First of all, tell me, we will underline the verb. Which word is the verb here? Gone. Gone is action. Okay. So which type of verb? Transitive. Why transitive? It has object. What is the object? Home is the object. So we will circle home. Okay. Now second one. Ritesh lived a disciplined life. Okay. Very good. Lived is action. Right? So lived it will be verb. Life will be object. So which verb? Transitive. Very good. Now next, we should avoid speaking loudly. Object is not there only. Loudly is not object. It's adverb. So this is what? Intransitive. Next, the birds are chirping in the woods. Chirping. Very good. Is the verb. Which type of verb? Why? Because it has the object that is wood. So which type? Transitive. Okay, now we should not overlook the voice of wisdom. Overlook. Very good. Action. Is there any object? So which verb? Very good. Intransitive. Right? Now in this way we will start sixth one. We must attend your friend's birthday party. We must attend. Attend is action. Right? So attend is what? Which verb? Which verb? Transitive verb, because it has object birthday party. Right? Birthday party is the object. So you will circle birthday party. You'll underline verb, and in blank you will write transitive verb. Now next is very easy. The driver suddenly stopped the cab. Stop. Very good, beta. Any you have to see the action, beta. Action. Suddenly is not action. Right? Stopped is action. Right? Stopped will be which verb? And what about object? Cab. Very good. So you will underline stop, you will circle cab, and the verb is transitive verb. Okay? Now, do you know anyone who can guide us on this subject? Now listen this carefully. In this, two verbs are there, two actions are there. One is no. Do you know anyone? So know anyone. Here anyone plays the role of object. Right? So know will be which verb? Transitive verb. And anyone will be object. Now who can guide? What about guide? Verb. Us. Us is object. Right? So you will circle us. Okay? And you will write transitive for both the verb. Okay. Now next. What? Yes. 2 times. Now next. He ran very fast but failed to win the first prize in the 100-meter race. Ran. But now with ran any object is there? No. So this ran will be which verb? Intransitive. This ran will be which verb? Intransitive. What about failed?
Is action,
right? Verb. But which verb? Is it transitive or intransitive? Is there any object? No. So which verb? Intransitive. Very good. Now last, it's very easy if you listen properly. Okay, and next will be indirect object. Okay. Now, what is direct object? Direct object, just for example, I will give you example and I will make you understand, so it will be easy for you to understand. Okay. Now, for example, we ride bikes. Now, second, mother gave me a cup of tea, for example, a cup of tea. Okay, now you can see both the examples. In first example, subject is not getting anything in written. We ride bikes. That much is only the sentence. So this bikes will be which object? Direct object. Now in the second sentence, mother gave me a cup of tea. So here me will be a receiver. Me is getting something. Yes or no? For example, I will offer book to her. Right? So she is getting the book. Yes. She is the receiver.
Yes.
So that will be indirect object. I will keep book here. No one is the receiver.
Yes.
Right? So this is what direct object, indirect object. In the indirect object there will be a receiver who will get something, who will receive something. Okay? So that is what indirect object. And in direct object there will be no receiver. No receiver. No one is getting something. Right? Or nothing. Right? So that is what direct object. So direct and indirect is clear to you? Yes. What is direct object, indirect object? Yes. Right? Now we will start with the exercise related to direct and indirect object. This is just the basic of the chapter verb. Main things will start now. Okay, now first one. Grandfather made a flute for my birthday. Okay, why? Because received, right? My birthday. So receiver is there. So what will be the first one? Indirect object. Sarthak, don't dream. Write down, beta. Now second. Vishu lent the book to his sister. Indirect object, right? Which object?
Indirect.
Now, Reshma colored her hair black. No one is the receiver, right? So direct object. Now next, I dropped the glass of water. No one is the receiver, so direct. Very good. I decorated house on every festival. Direct object. So this is very basic. Now we are going to start with the main topic of the verb that is very important to understand, right? So whenever you are, if you are watching this video, please watch it carefully and listen it carefully. Now students, we are going to start with the main thing, that is finite verb and non-finite or non-finite or infinite verb. Okay? Okay, can anyone tell me what you know about finite or non-finite verbs? Can anyone? Verbs we have done in lower classes. Yes? Yes, say it right. Yes. The finite verbs are the main verbs that has subject. For example, Rita is the name. Don't be so surprised by hearing the name. Right? Rita dances. So here with the verb dances, there is a subject Rita.
Yes.
That is what? Finite verb. Clear? Now non-finite you have to listen carefully because it has three things. Infinitives. Shut your mouth, beta. Infinitives. Gerunds. And participles. Okay, it has three things. Infinitives, gerunds and participle. So in non-finite verb is very important because whatever we are going to do, we are going to do about gerunds, about participles and about infinitives. Now infinitives is very easy, right? Why? Because it always has to before the verb. To dance, to walk, to play and so on. And so on. So this much is clear. Infinitives.
Yes.
Infinitives has to before the verb, but it should be before the verb. Clear? Now we are going to learn about gerunds and participles. Gerunds and participles are also easy, but it is quite confusing. Why? Because gerunds can be also in the ing form, right? And participles, present participles, past participle you know that is it is in the ed form or t form, right? But present participle is also in the ing form. Now there might be a question that how to identify whether it is a gerund or present participle, right? Yes or no? So we are going to start that how to identify gerunds and how to identify participle. Ready?
Yes.
First, I will start with participle. When a sentence, in a sentence, if ing form is there and if it is participle, it will describe the noun. Here, book is the noun.
Yes.
How is the book?
Interesting.
Interesting.
Yes.
So this interesting word will be participle because it is describing word. It is adjective. Right? It will perform as adjective. Simple. It will perform as describing word. It will describe the noun. Okay, it will describe the noun. So whenever in the sentence if the word is describing the noun, then that is participle. Now in gerunds, it will perform as a noun. It will perform as a noun, naming word itself. Now swimming is a good way to keep fit. So here swimming is means we are saying swimming is good. So it is performing as a noun,
Yes.
naming word itself,
Yes.
right? So that will be gerunds. It will perform as a naming word, and sometimes it can also perform as a object. Okay, and sometimes it also has object of preposition. Now we have learned about preposition. Yes or no?
Yes.
Preposition. Now for example, before swimming, for example, before ing form. Okay, before the ing form, if there is any preposition, for example, on. Right? Right? So that will be also a gerund. Okay? In short, gerund will act as a verb, as a action, or gerund can act as a noun, or gerund can act as an object of preposition. Participle is very simple. It will act as adjectives, right? So you can easily identify the gerund and adjective, isn't it?
Yes.
Clear?
Yes.
Okay, now we will start with the exercise. We will see how much you are knowing. Okay? Fill the blanks with correct infinite verb. Means you can add any action word related to the sentence. It's not like whatever I am giving you that only you can give me another word also. Right? For example, first one, each boy is dash a large bag.
Having.
Each boy is having a large bag, or each boy is carrying a large bag. We used to carry the bag.
Yes.
Right? So you can write carrying. Right? You can write having also. You can write it by your own. Having is not wrong. Okay? Now next. Everyone dash ready. Sorry. Everyone dash to help them. Are ready, or everyone. Listen. Everyone is there. So everyone are will not come with everyone. Everyone. It means is ready. Okay, beta? Very good. Everyone is ready. Now, next. The team was dash very well. Playing. You can write dancing also. They can dance also well. The team can dance or no? Right? Now next. John and Jacob dash to be basketball player. Want. Very good. Want to be a basketball player. Now, the general along with his army was dash captive. Was able to captive. Very good. Or was held captive. Right? You can write able also. You can write held also. Both are right. Right? Yes. Now next. It's very easy, huh? Right now, neither the two traffic lights are. Listen, beta. I want action. Are working. Right? Both are not working. What? That? No. No. Working. There is not action, beta. Yeah, but it is not action. We have to write finite verb. We have to write action. Right? Now next. Neither my father nor my brother dash to sail the house. Want to sail the house. Very good. Now what you have written, Dhwani? Now, none of them dash capable. None. Wait. None of them dash capable for completing the work at desired speed. It means we are talking about one by one. None of them. So none, with none, what we will write? Is. Very good. us dash equally responsible for the surrounding. Is. Each of us.
Is.
Right? Now, Tagore, the poet and lyricist, dash a Nobel Prize in Literature. One. What you have written? Won a Nobel Prize in Literature. Okay, so in this way we have completed exercise C, that is on page number 32. Now we will start with exercise D, that is very easy. You will feel that this we have to do so easy, right? Now you have to rewrite the sentence, you have to combine the sentence by using infinitives. Now you all know that before the verb there will be two, that is infinitives, right? Now first one, you have to combine the sentence, you have to remove the full stop in short. We used to do in the conjunction, right? We used to combine the sentence. In this way, by adding two, you have to combine the sentence. For example, first one, he is too lazy, he cannot even walk to the park.
So, he was
Two,
so
you have to add
lazy.
two. Listen beta, you have to add two. He is too lazy to even walk to the park. You have to just add two. So write full sentence. He is too lazy. He is too lazy to even walk to the park. Now second one, every organization has a manager. He looks after the administration.
Every organizing having a manager to after admission.
To look after. Beta, don't forget look. Look is compulsory because it is verb, right? So, yes, very good. So, every organization has a manager to look after the administration. Easy? Now next. He works 2 jobs. He wants to make a decent life. He works 2 jobs. Yes. Now listen. If we will write like this, he works 2 jobs to make a decent life is enough. No need to write he want. Right? Because 2 is already there in the sentence.
Yes.
2 is already given in the sentence. So we will not write it 2 times. Right? So how we will write? He works 2 jobs to make a decent living. Okay? Now next one. You must apologize for your mischief. It is the right thing to do.
You must apologize to write
Say
a thing to do.
what?
To write
You must apologize for your mischief to the right thing to do. Okay, to the right thing to do. Clear?
There is also
What?
there is also
But at the end, na beta. Right? Now, she has wasted all her money. It was very foolish of her. She has wasted all her money. It was too foolish of her. Right? It was too foolish of her.